Most cats ain't ready, bro. Like I'm gonna just be real because I feel like a lot of times when you come out of high school, bro, like you're still trying to figure out who you are and what goes on. And I feel like a lot of these kids need a little bit of room to
Right.
mess up, like and it don't kill them. You know what
Right.
I'm saying? A lot of times, man, cats are just not ready. Like they might be
Mm-hmm.
ready to play, they might even be ready to work out, but that outside of that, and then the freedom you get from going to college to a
Yes.
certain extent, like bro, like you can be anywhere, like straight up.
Like that's why I wasn't a student athlete. I was
Hmm.
just an athlete. I was young, away from home. You know what I mean? Parents putting money in my account. You know what I mean? Like you're on a full ride. So like I was just enjoying the ride when really like
Hmm.
I should have been handling business as a student athlete. You know what I mean? But you're not thinking of that when you're a gifted athlete and you know you're good, you know you have game. I mean, like I say, I was averaging 21 points first 6 games as a freshman.
Right.
Hit a buzzer beater first collegiate game against UNCA.
Mm.
You know what I'm saying? Hit a buzzer beater, so I'm to the ceiling. You
Mm.
know what I'm saying?
To the
I'm like,
moon.
man, I told y'all, like I was coming. Got in the conference. They knew what I ate for lunch. They knew when I was pulling up, when it's in this hand. They knew what sets we were gonna run. You know what I mean? It became difficult, you know what I mean, to play ball, and it's a different style of game. But with some maturity, years of strength, in year two of JUCO, coming in that freshman year, you're talking about a totally different guy. You can speak from experience. You kind of came into college a little more developed. You was older, you know what I mean? I was
Oh yeah, by
fresh
the
out of
time,
high school.
yeah, I mean, by the time I went back, like I was 21. Like
See, that's perfect.
I spent the whole year and a half, 2 years, bro, working and shoot, boy, I was doing drugs, bro. Like I was, you know what I'm saying? I was on the wrong path. And meaning at this, imagine if I went to school right after
Mm-hmm.
and I was still doing all this stuff while I was my freshman, sophomore year.
Oh yeah. You'd
You
have been
know,
back home
but I'd have been back home. Like
or
I'd
locked up.
my opportunity would
Yeah.
have been done. So
Yeah.
even that like year and a half for me to figure it out and it didn't ruin my college eligibility so I was able to go back to college. Like, bro, by the time I went back, I took it serious. So like, you
Yeah.
know what I'm saying? And I feel like that JUCO rule, what that does is it gives the athlete time to think a little bit. You know
It
what I'm
does.
saying? And knowing that, you know, these college coaches want you to be older, it really doesn't hurt you to wait a year, bro. Like
It doesn't.
bro, I was out here doing all kind of shit. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, but
Figuring out, bro. Like, and so by the time I went back, I was ready. So that's why I'm for it because you go to a JUCO, give you a mini college experience. You still can deal with NIL. You
mm-hmm.
still can, and if you go to classes, like I would recommend taking marketing classes,
Oh, definitely.
branding, things of that
Definitely.
nature. I wouldn't get caught up in, other stuff. But however, but those credits go towards college. You know what I'm saying? Your 4 year, if you go that route. So I do feel like it's a benefit for the athlete. Now, who I think is gonna hurt is small time prep schools.
Yeah.
Is this gonna hurt small time prep schools? If I'm a college coach, I would never probably go to a public high school game.
Yeah. Not
Be,
how it looks now.
right, and then here's another reason why though, because these high school kids don't respect JUCO. Regular high school kids, a lot of them do not respect it because they don't
But
understand
they
it.
don't understand.
They don't
It's,
understand it.
they
But
have no knowledge of.
there are guys that went to JUCO that don't went to the league, man.
Yeah.
Plenty of guys. There's guys where there's a whole sector of college coaches that only recruit JUCO.
Yeah. I don't blame them.
Yeah, that only recruit. So if you want to go there, like with me helping coaching at Moravian, I'm talking to some of them players. Man, you got a 6'9" kid. 6'9", willing passer, can shoot it, can defend, stretch 4, stretch 5, got post moves. He has no offers right now. None, bro. And he can play.
Yeah.
The JUCO will be a great situation for him.
Senior?
Senior. Great situation for him.
JUCO.
But the thing is he wasn't getting a lot of playing time on the Dreamers. You know what I'm saying? He wasn't getting enough. You
Yeah.
feel what I'm saying? But he is good. He's one of them kids that blossom late. But if you can see it,
Yeah.
man,
Like
yeah.
a Goble.
Yeah, bro,
Like a
blossom
Josh
late,
Goble.
bro.
Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
bro, he blossomed late. So
Yeah.
he is I think that's a good scenario for him, man.
It
Definitely,
is.
yeah. Because
I mean, you're talking about even. I know you're saying he's not, don't have any deals on the table, but you're talking about going from App State, Western Carolina. Nothing's wrong with those schools.
of course not. East Tennessee
but
State, of course not. Those
East
are good
Tennessee, you
schools.
taking those D1s to going to the Carolinas, Dukes, the Kansas. If you do 2 solid years of JUCO and good numbers, take care of your body, you talking about your recruiting changing, in that type of way
Yep.
with this JUCO rule.
If you're a junior college coach, how are you recruiting? Like, does the bigger college feed you kids?
The bigger JUCOs are going to have that. Your Division Ones will have that going on. Your 2s and 3s, not so much. You're going to take this raw 17-year-old out of high school, but see mad potential. You can see him at 17 and he's 6'3", 6'4", potential with you a year or two, he's 6'6", 6'7", You looking at it like that as you're recruiting, You still want a good temperament kid.
Yeah.
You don't want a wild one because all it takes is one.
Right.
It takes us one off the chain to get to the program, the JUCO, and then, everybody's wilding out. You're getting a bad name. They're in the paper, this and that. So you need them to be a good kid and focus. You need to know, like, they're serious about what's going on. It ain't just to relax or to kick back. You know what I mean? Like, you don't have any offers.
So with your scenario, how would that rule have helped you at that time? Like, based on what you went through?
It would have been amazing. I just jumped on it. Coach told me I can play. He sees minutes for me. I love ball. I want to play.
Right.
I didn't want to be no red shirt.
You was going to school for free.
Yeah. I didn't want to be no walk on. I want to get minutes. I want to play. So I jumped into it, but really, I should have been more patient. You know what I mean? But like me and my mom, dad, we didn't know what was going on.
Yeah.
Like, they just mentioned scholarship, this and that. So, and I wasn't ready. 18, I wasn't ready. I had a car. I'm driving. I'm on campus. Like, I'm doing what I want. You know what I mean? Like, getting buckets, the ball in my hand at 18 years old. Like, I wasn't ready. Like, I could have done 2 years of JUCO. My game was ready. I say that. You know what I mean? But mentally, I wasn't.
Yeah,
I wasn't there.
Yeah.
That much
and I
freedom.
think that's
I wasn't ready. You know what I mean? So I didn't approach the school side like I should.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? I didn't treat it as a student athlete. I was just an athlete. So I think that would have changed too.